Me now is Dwight Ball, former Premier of Newfoundland and Labrador. Thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Obviously, you're very familiar with government and industry in that province in particular, no doubt the rest of the Atlantic provinces. Your initial reaction to this announcement from the Prime Minister today?
Well, I think it was good news for Atlantic Canada. It's good to see our Premier and Prime Minister Carney in St. John's today to announce this $80 million, which is, as you just said, part of the $1 billion program to support, in this case, small and medium-sized businesses and the impact that the tariff relief is having, on our business here in Atlantic Canada. So it was good news for small businesses throughout Atlantic Canada.
In particular, how is Atlantic Canada being impacted by the trade war in tariffs, the industries that are really feeling the brunt of it?
Yeah, no different than I think you'd see, businesses throughout the country, and people are feeling it. And I think mainly it's really one of confidence as well. And this is just not about the tariffs itself, as how do we actually put in place new marketing, how we expand our markets. And I know people are in our fishery, as an example, or in the mining industry, what they're looking for is how do we expand to other jurisdictions. And I think we're looking forward to, with anticipation too, of what comes next with our major projects and the announcements, in the coming days, how this, could impact, in particular, Newfoundland and Labrador, but Atlantic Canada. And these major projects, as an example, our Premier has been very vocal on two, as an example, the Beta Nord project, which is an oil and gas play off of Newfoundland, but also the Upper Churchill project, which is in Labrador. And just as an example of where these major projects, can have a significant impact, on businesses and our economy. And in this case here, it's not about actually federal money. It's about federal government support on things like regulatory regimes and the ITCs. The tax credit also gets mentioned in particular around the Upper Churchill. But I'll give you an example. If you're in Lab West today and you have companies over there like an iron ore company that already has a partnership, already has the money, already has a plan in place, a company like Champion Iron Ore is one example. But they're ready for market expansion. They want to talk about just not the steel industry that we're seeing widely discussed throughout Canada, but what a new industry like green steel would look like in Labrador, and how that would impact markets in Europe. So the investment today of $80 million to support small and medium-sized business is a good one, but we're also anticipating the opportunities that exist within our province about major projects as well.
All right, Dwight Ball is the former Premier of Newfoundland and Labrador. Greatly appreciate your time to offer some more insight. Thanks so much today.
Well, thank you very much.